The modern bacteriological war isn't over yet, as I have specified lately on Twitter. It's characterized by the continuous impact of the COVID 19 pandemic. In March 2020, I knew it right then that impact will last for decades, at least regarding the economic and mental health recoveries worldwide. Working on that with the steering committee at a global level, first with the goal of ending the medical front during the 2023-2024 cycle, a cycle ahead, the only way to lead for others to survive, as I specified in the beginning of this fall. Second, always with the steering committee, monitoring, as I said, the matter until the 2025-2026 cycle, knowing that even after that, the world will never be the same. I won't cease repeating it's a very tough decade, long story short. The Russian Ukrainian conflict is far from over. If not leading to a lethal consequence, the direct confrontation could last for years, at least until 2025. Following with the threat from the Russian militia task force Rusich that is targeting NATO right now, NATO is moving more troops towards the borders of its member states' neighbors of both Russia and Ukraine. Belarus is preparing its army to be operational. Fears are growing in Armenia, Azerbaijan, Georgia, Moldova, to mention the least. Outside of the sphere of the direct confrontation that I mentioned, or potentially a bigger a regional war, I hate to say this, but we are getting ourselves in the mindset of World War III in order to attempt ending the current states of conflicts. Following up with several parties regarding the matter of the conflicts with the United Nations at the level of the UNGA right now, as well as with the IAEA. Getting back to the United Nations Security Council on January the 1st regarding the matter, I joined the voices of the United Nations Secretary General and the United Nations President of the General Assembly regarding the reforms targeting the United Nations Security Council in this context of action and other challenges when it comes to counterterrorism, avoiding conflicts, and peace building in the future. As I mentioned, the UN's future is basically challenged by this issue that is related to the reforms of the United Nations Security Council. Also, working regarding the matter of the conflict with the NATO, other country groupings, and from national perspectives, following up here with the United States, with the government and federal agencies when it comes on governance and counterterrorism regarding the matter. Also, hearing from state level preconization. In Russia, listening to what the Security Council of Russia has to say, also hearing from other countries and heads of states and governments. So, continuing with this and reminding that there are also global tensions that are rising due also to the questions of climate change and the food crisis, other issues that I have mentioned prior throughout 2022. And also related to other conflicts and issues, armed were they or not, throughout the globe. Those are among the ones that I have deliberated before the International Criminal Courts this year. If they are not leading to World War III, for sure they could lead as well to escalation and bigger regional conflicts. Also, there is the tension related to the socio-economic chaos, the lesser of all these evils, but it is one to face as well. In some circumstances, it could lead to civil war, and it's also leading in others to political watch. So basically, everything has to be targeted and watched. So getting into 2023, slowly but surely, with roadmaps, compasses, and hourglasses as well, like in the old times, that are ready to go.